What's up, everybody? Fran Mirabella here with IGN, and last night we had some really interesting news break. Broken PS4s. Yes, I'm sad to say it. However, a very limited amount. So Destin here was actually one of the first to experience it here at IGN. And what we want to do here is actually not only just tell you what happened, but how can you prepare for launch? What do you do? What are some steps you can take if your PS4 goes through this? So Destin, tell us a little bit about what happened to your system.
Okay, so I had the system at work. It's a retail system, just like the ones you guys are going to get on launch day. And I began experiencing some problems with the output. I would boot up the system and it wouldn't output to the television via HDMI. The system would begin pulsing a blue light. Now, I couldn't get it to work.
What's it supposed to do?
It's supposed to turn on the white
stripe of
light should go on. It should just boot up and work.
Like it should display on your TV.
Yeah, it should just work. But it wasn't, so after fiddling with it for about an hour, I did get it to work after inserting and removing a disc a few times, and then it was broken, like totally broken.
So it briefly worked again, and then it went back to the same state of affairs. So what's really interesting about this is that there were other winners of this Taco Bell giveaway, Play the Future First, and we had contacted one of those, Aragon, who I had a great conversation with, and he went through the same problems. He got on the phone with Sony support, and they told him to do the same things. Hold the power button down for 7 seconds. Is it plugged in? All the questions that we went through, and he has the same problem.
Yeah.
And so we got a response from Sony, and what they have said, YoSP on Twitter, or Shuhei Yoshida himself said, the number of issues is very small compared to those shipped. We believe they're isolated incidents. So again, everyone right now is like, oh my goodness, is this going to be 3 red lights? That's why we're having this conversation. So, again, Sony is saying that it's about less than 0.4% that they think are affected based on what shipped. So, all right, what should you do, though? Because tomorrow, not even tomorrow, in about a few hours, really, by the time you're watching this, you're going to have a system, and potentially there's going to be problems. So what should you do?
Right away, it comes with a warranty, right?
Yeah, be prepared. Let's start with that. Okay. Everyone here is going to want to go, plug it in, start playing games. I mean, sure, do that, but honestly, you should register the system, look through the manual, be familiar with the warranty, and save everything. Save the receipts. Don't throw away the box yet. Give it some time.
That's a good point.
Does that sound like a
No, that's a really good point.
Right?
I'm OCD about my receipts. I save them. Because sometimes you just go back to the store. They're like, oh, okay, here's a new one.
Yeah. And then, above all, on this topic, again, I want to stress, don't overreact. Everybody relax until there are facts. We don't want to be fear-mongers here. The story last night actually triggered a lot of that, but the intention is there's issues out there. We got to talk about them. But let's see how launch goes. And IGN's actually putting together a community, which you can find at go.ign.com/PS4 problems. So this will be a great place to go. Hour 1, minute 1, talk to each other, identify issues.
You have this problem, here's what you do.
Yeah.
Go to that page.
And another thing you can do is tweet at us. Tweet at YoSP himself, tweet at PlayStation. Social media is a great way to reach out to people and be heard. Again, Aragon from last night had gone through some of this, and he got some responses from PlayStation and Taco Bell and others, even though they weren't really able to get him a system early. Yeah. One thing that I find is really interesting, too, is this PlayStation protection plan. Yeah. Now, I have one on a Sony camera, and I can throw that thing in the bay, the water, and get a new one. It's that awesome. However, I don't know what it's going to be for PS4, but Destin, you noticed something really interesting when you go to the store.
Yeah, so we do have the latest update on one of our other retails, and I hop into the PlayStation Store, and if you look, there's actually protection plans right on the PlayStation Store. So
you can buy it from your PlayStation 4. You can buy it
from your PlayStation 4.
Yeah, and so I looked into it a little bit, and terms are always different for territories, so you'll have to go to the PlayStation support site. But what it covers basically is there's a basic one that just extends your 12-month warranty that comes with it to 24 months after that. So you're getting about 3 years, if I understand.
There's 2 options. It's $50 or $60, right?
Yeah, $49.99 and $59.99. So the $10 additional, and I would recommend it. Why not? It's $10. Are you really if you're that strapped, I don't know. But pay the extra $10 because it provides some accidental coverage. And so again, for PS4, we don't know what that means. But if your dog, chews on the top of the system, whatever, you might be covered with an extra $10. And this will last, right? Again, for potentially 3 years.
Yeah.
So it's a really good option. Some things they say the plan includes are dedicated support and an 800 number, of course, 7 days a week support, no out-of-pocket expenses. So again, look at the support site, check it out, but that's a really great way to be prepared. And I also wanted to remind, if you're talking to us, if you're talking to OSP, be nice. Like, don't, of course you're going to be upset, but don't go yelling at OSP that your system's broken and it's his fault.
They get more with sugar than with vinegar, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly it, Destin. So that's pretty much all of our tips. Unless you have anything else to add, Destin, we just want to hear from you as soon as you get that system, and we will be watching diligently to see what happens.
Hopefully you enjoy your launch day. I can't wait to see everybody playing their PS4s.
Yeah, and of course, let us know how much you love it too. Like, it's important to say we are really digging the PlayStation 4. Look for our review, check out all the game reviews, and we will have more, as always, here at IGN.